Oh man, what kind of asshole puts a countdown at the beginning of a live stream? Oh! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the 2nd Street Marvel, where we're coming at you live every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you all so much for being here today. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here. What I typically do is I start off by talking about some of the comic books and everything that I pulled for the week, and then I get into the live chat and interact with you all as I talk about some of the different things that have kind of happened throughout the week. And we are going to start off no different than we do any other week. Now, if you're one of our returning viewers, one of the Myrtle Maniacs, thank you so much for being here as well. Make sure that you smash that like button on your way in. Smash it. Just like John Walker was smashing through them flag smashers, or in this case, how they were smashing him. But anyway, guys, this week, in case you guys didn't check out my comic book pull list video, you should go make sure that you check that out. I reviewed a lot of the comic books that I already pulled for the week, but there are some other things that I went ahead and picked up along the week as well. In case you missed the live stream on a Wednesday as well. I also did an unboxing of this right here. We just had this come in right here. This is Common America Volume 3. This right here is a hardcover book, and it's this thing right here. To back this crowdfunded project was only $10 with free shipping. And then there was add-ons you could get, like I got Volume 1 and Volume 2, where they reprinted them and put them in the hardcover formats as well. And I'm telling you, these are good quality books. The storytelling in these are very good as well, and the art in here in these books is very good as well. Again, these are crowdfunded books that are definitely worth your time and worth your hard-earned dollars to go out there and back. That's one of the things I've kind of been doing here on the channel, is going out and looking at a lot of these crowdfunded comic books and taking a look at them and seeing if they are worth your money, you know? turn that off right there. Seeing if they're actually worth your money for you to go out there and back. And because, you know, we all work so hard for our money. You don't want to just go out there and spend your money on something that's not quality, or, you know, like I said, you work hard for your money. You want that bang for your buck, right? Especially when it comes to a crowdfunded book. Now, a lot of times, like I've said before, crowdfunded books are generally when you are specifically going to support a creator that you like and want to support in the first place. So there's a lot of that with crowdfunded books anyway. And so there is some to look into, some of those things. Sometimes you got first time creators and things like that as well. But the people over here at Iconic Comics have got their shit together, and they are putting out books, and they are putting out a good quality books. They actually have their own website launched now where they're doing direct to customer sales as well. But a lot of these books you want to make sure that you get in on the Kickstarters, for example, because like this book right here, Common America Volume 3, Homeland Insecurity. This right here, it only cost me $10 free shipping to get this book. I got the hardcover reprints of Volume 1 and 2. Those were $13, I think, yeah. I think they were $13. I think they were $13 with $3. I think they were $13 with $3 shipping and handling, something like that. Or maybe they were $15 with $3 shipping and handling. Either way, it wasn't that much money. But the thing is you want to take advantage of the Kickstarters when it comes to these books in particular, because right here on the back, the retail price they have marked on there is $30. You know, and I'll be quite honest with you, when you look at the quality of this book and compare it to probably other comparable books out there on the market that you're going to find this size, this quality, and things like that, you are definitely looking at probably paying somewhere right around that price in the first place. So altogether, I got to say this is actually a pretty good value for these books, and something definitely worth your time and money to go out there and get. But that's not all I've got this week as well, folks. I've also got this over here that I picked up this week as well. I also picked up, and I haven't really got into this one yet, but this is The Death of Captain Marvel. I just picked this one up. This right here is Collecting Marvel Superheroes number 12 through 13, Captain Marvel number 1 and 34, Marvel Spotlight 1 and 2, and Marvel Graphic Novel number 1, The Death of Captain Marvel. And it is a very good series from what I have heard. What I'm kind of starting to do is get into some throwback books of comics here as well, instead of getting on and doing the whole you know, like all the modern Marvel comic books and everything. I've actually been going ahead and getting back into some of these older issues. Like last week I went ahead and I finally read the Thunderbolts and read that story, and man, what a book that was. And I'm looking to see if I can get that. It just came out this week as well. It was an omnibus of the Thunderbolts as well. It was this big old thick book. It's like you can't tell, it's thick. It's a big old thick book. And I want to get that, and believe me, it's not cheap, but it's a whole lot of the issues and everything there for the Thunderbolt series, and I was really looking into getting that as well, because you know, getting into some of these comic book shops with what I've been doing with the ambassador program with the Aftershock Comics. I get into some of these comic book shops and you see so many of these other goodies, but I've been seeing them like at my local comic book shop, the one I mainly go to, Bases, Cards, and Comics. They don't have a whole lot of like the omnibuses, the hardcovers, and all that stuff. They have a lot of the trade paperbacks, the single issues, and things like that. But the other local comic book shop, Horizon Comics, they have some of the compendiums, some of the omnibuses, the hardcovers, and stuff like that. But they also, their business, they run a little different, where they actually do some of the online sales and stuff, some of that kinds of stuff as well. They do some of that, where the one I mainly go to, Bases, Cards, and Comics, my home, if you will, they don't do any of the online sales or anything. They're like, we're here, you know, he's like, we don't really do that. He's like, I'm here, because they don't have the website or anything. He's like, I'm here for the local customers, the readers, and stuff like that. And he's like, that's, you know, so he's really more focused on that, so he probably don't get as much of those sales for those omnibuses and things like that as well. But I was talking to the other people at Horizon Comics, and they said that they don't have a whole lot of demand for those in-store, but online they actually get some of those. So they've been kind of going and getting into that, because the owners of that comic book shop, They actually just took it over before the pandemic closed everything down last year. Like they said they took it over. It was kind of like when I bought my vehicle last year. They took it over, and like right when they took it over is when kind of everything went into shutdown. So they've been kind of working hard to serve their readers and find ways to keep their business afloat, and I think they've been doing a pretty good job. And they got some of those omnibuses in there too, but not the ones I've been looking for quite yet. They've got a couple in there that I want to get, but there's some others out there that I'm looking for, and I asked them if they could get that Thunderbolts omnibus in as well. Now, another one I seen at one of the comic book shops down that I also visited down in the valley, they have a bunch of they look like they have Collector's Paradise, I believe it was. They look like they have a bunch of like omnibuses, the trade paperbacks, like they have a bunch of them there. And I'm like, well, I guess I know if anything I want to pick some up. They probably have some there because they had a bunch of them there that I was like, ooh, like that really caught my eye. And then in another one of the shops that I was in earlier this week, they had one. They had this Black Widow one, Black Widow omnibus there that I was sitting there thinking about like if they have that when I go back next month, that son of a bitch might be mine. It might be mine. You guys know how much I love Black Widow. Speaking of Black Widow, you guys got to check out this other thing as well. These things are look at this thing. Where's it at? Where's it at? You got to check this thing out. Like look at that. Look at that. I know, right? I know, right? Yeah. New Black Widow figure coming out. You know, and that kind of reminds me. You know what? Let me get into this. Let me get into this last thing really quick, and we'll talk a little bit more. We'll talk a little bit more about some stuff. We'll talk a little bit more about some stuff here in just a minute. Something else. They finally got in at my LCS just today, as a matter of fact. Remember, if you don't remember, I don't know, maybe it's been a couple of months ago. I don't know. It was just before I made the move out here, moving the studio into this space here. I was talking about, I picked up the Matrix Comics Volume 2. And I got it, and I found out they actually had a new one they solicited. There was volume 1 and 2 together, and I thought it was just volume 1. So I went ahead and I took that back and asked them if they could order this right here for me. This is the Matrix Comics, and check out this thing right here, man. This is very beautiful hardcover book right here. And look at that. Look, I didn't even look. I saved opening it for you guys. I saved opening. I haven't even looked in looked through here, but it says right here, it says 28 original stories set in the world of the Matrix. Let's see. The Wachowskis, Jeff Darrow, Bill Sienkiewicz, Neil Gaiman, Ted McKeever, John Van Vliet, Dave Gibbons, David Lapham, Peter I was about to say Baggage, but it's Bag, Troy Nixie, Paul Chadwick, Ryder Wyndham, Killian Plunkett, Greg Ruth, Michael Oeming, Vince Evans, Karen Grant, Kari Andrews, Dave Dorman, Tommy Lee Edwards, Poppy Z. Bright, Jim Kruger, Tim Sale, M.W. Kaluta, Spencer Lamb. All of these people who went and contributed to this book. And man, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you can see how it's got that, how it's kind of got that gloss on there and the finish on there. I mean, dude, that's pretty badass. In case you guys don't know, dude, I'm a fucking huge Matrix fan. I'm one of the people, I like number 2 and 3. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I'm a Reloaded and I'm a Reloaded fan and a fan of Revolutions. Yeah, I am. Ooh man, whoa, what the hell, dude? What the hell, dude? This is crazy. Look, you open it up, and that's what's on the inside. That's great. Like the first, dude. That's crazy. I don't know. That's pretty badass. Nearly 5 pages. The Art of the Matrix. Nearly 500 pages of storyboards. Dude, this thing is a nice damn book, dude. This is nice. Check that out. Check that out right there, dude. Let's see. Dude, that's badass. I got an intro here from Spencer Lamb. Got here like the Zion Archives. Dude, I can't wait to get into this. And I can't wait to get into this and review this. I can't wait to get in here and review this piece of shit, dude. This looks good. This looks good. And what they are is it's a whole bunch of the little short stories and everything that tie into, obviously tie into the Matrix and everything. It's not all the stuff that was in the movies and everything. It's just all a bunch of little tie-ins and stuff like that that they put in here. And I gotta tell you, like, this book is damn beautiful. This book is beautiful. And yeah. Anyway, I was pretty excited to see this finally come in here. I believe they this came out actually in I want to say December or January, but yeah, very nice book. And seeing some of these books, that's why like seeing that book right there kind of gets me excited to get in, like, you know, like I said, like that Thunderbolts compendium, to get into that. Because I read that Thunderbolts book. I was talking about it last week, dude. Like they don't write comic, but like especially Marvel books. Probably not even DC, but I don't read much DC. That they just don't have story writing in these days in Marvel like that anymore. They just like there's no stories like even like that Thunderbolts. It was written by Kurt Busiek, and I don't even think he probably writes that good anymore. To be quite honest, I don't know. I don't read a whole lot of his like modern works. Is he still even writing? I don't know. But yeah, I thought that it was like the Thunderbolts. It was just beautiful storytelling, and that's why I ended up picking up that Death of Captain Marvel as well, because it's one of the ones Eric July, Young Ripper 59, he talks about a lot as well. You know, in case you guys don't know, I've got mad respect for Young Ripper 59. He's well-spoken young man, and he knows his shit, man. You know what I mean? But just a lot of good stuff. I always like watching his channel, but he's one of those people. You know, I found his channel right around the time I found, you know, a lot of channels. You know, we all know what it was. It was the Brie Larson and the Captain Marvel. But like he is one of those dudes like out there that I'm like this motherfucker right here like actually has a legitimate gripe, a legitimate a viewpoint and standing point from grounds for which he's upset about what they did in the Captain Marvel movie. Most of the other people I seen upset about the Captain Marvel movie, like, oh, Brie Larson's book, Brie, because of some stupid fucking interview. It just like, anyway, like I get, you know what, like Brie Larson, like John Walker pulled a Brie Larson, or was it Brie Larson pulled a John Walker? Anyway, the point was is she wasn't wrong, but it was just like how she said it. But you know, like, okay, she pissed a bunch of people off, and most of them were just like mad at her. Young Ripper 59, but like he was mad because like he's like, bro, they fucked up this story, and I know by the time I get in and read this story and get through here and finish it, I know I'm going to feel the exact same way. And you know, one of the other things that we're going to do along this journey is picking up some of these omnibuses and different trades and stuff like that. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to break down and look at some of those things, because not only are we going to look at the depth of Captain Marvel, we're going to go into probably going to go into some Ms. Marvel stuff, and then we're going to get into some Captain Marvel stuff as well. Yeah, I mean, I've got plenty of the modern, like the current run of Captain Marvel, but we're gonna go back to the Kelly Sue DeConnick and all that stuff when she kicked it off, kind of relaunched it and all that stuff. We're gonna go through some of those different things and see. We're gonna see when we're gonna get it. We're gonna understand, because like I said, Young Ripper 59 was the person who got me to think like man, like this dude's got a legitimate gripe. He's got a legitimate gripe here, because you can tell he's like actually invested in this character and what the mantle, the name of Captain Marvel actually meant and stood for, the original character and everything like that. where, you know, and it's very interesting. One of the things that's kind of get interesting with that for me is because like, you know, we just had Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 6 drop today. A lot of people, but mixed reviews about it. Of course, you know how things are out there. You can't have your own opinion. You either hyped yourself up, you had too high of expectations. You've got to like it. And you can't bitch about it. Or if you don't like it, you can't bitch about it. You've got to agree with somebody. You've got to agree with me. You've got to agree with them. You're stupid. There's already people, all this kinds of stupid stuff. And the funny thing about all this stuff is with this series finale and all the mixed reviews and all this kind of the way everybody's feeling about everything is like, sometimes I wonder, you know, it makes me think, did you read the damn comic books? Read the comic books. Just go read the comic books, okay? And it's not one of those things that I'm sitting out here like, oh, it happened in the comics. It's not that, because that's a great argument for a lot of stuff, and it really kind of goes both ways, because just because it happened in the comic books doesn't mean that it's any good, because you can go through and read the Sam Wilson Captain America series, and it's fucking like I said, it's not like, it's almost genius, because it's so fucking terrible that it's like good, because like triggers these fucking emotions. Like I said, even like me, you guys know me, I'm pretty fucking moderate when it comes to like all the virtue signaling, the SJW, blah blah blah. I'm pretty fucking like I'm like one of the last people that's gonna call a lot of that stuff out. But like, even reading like that Sam Wilson Captain America shit, dude, I'm like, oh my god, dude, are you serious? But like, that's why I can't figure out if it's that terrible or if it's just that genius, because they trigger that out of you, and it's meant to, you know what I mean? It's like actually meant to. So, you know, it's I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. Altogether though, like, I do like that Sam Wilson Captain America series because of some of the things that it does, because there are some good elements in it, some good things that happen in it, but overall you get like a lot of what happened in the comics kind of in this series, where you're getting that divisiveness there. Like, what Sam Wilson did was great. Like, I can praise like a lot of what they did in this series and everything like that, but there are some things that they did in this series as well that makes me feel like it fell flat on its face, and it's kind of like, man, you almost had it. You almost had, like, the woke stuff that they did. That, like, I'm not even mad about it. I know I put that in my review and everything. Like, oh, Marvel went woke. Like, look, the thing is like, they went like, it's like textbook woke. I mean, there's like in this series, there's absolutely no denying it. Like, this is like textbook. Like, I don't care. You can be mad and you can disagree with me all you want, but anybody out there who like is even, you know, like knows, like gets it, like knows it, like this legitimately was woke. Did they completely beat you over the head with it? No. Was it something that to me, I seen it was like completely triggered and all, no, not at all. But the thing is that's exactly what there is. Like, no matter, I mean, there's like no arguing against that. We could probably go do a poll out of 10 people, and they'd probably be like, oh yeah, it was definitely woke. But at the same time, people could also see that it was woke, but it wasn't so terrible in the way they're beating you over the head with things. And again, I think the way, like, it wouldn't have been so bad had they done some of the other things right leading up to it. But hey, that's just if you ask me, right? I'm allowed my own opinion, especially here on my damn show, right? But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about all of that stuff I was just talking about right there, you know, with the comic books, the Common America, the death of Captain Marvel. Have you read it? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. The Matrix comics, have you read it? Are you a Matrix fan? Let me know down in the comments below, down there, and we'll get into a little bit more of that. And let me know if have you read any of like the Thunderbolts, the original run, any of those kind of books. Curious about that, or even if you've read the Sam Wilson Captain America run. One of the things I want to do is I actually need to get with my man Chillmonger and see if he wants to come on the show and talk to him about this series as well. You know, I wasn't doing the Friday morning things with anybody this week through this series. I wanted to bring in Marvel on my mind, but just getting a hold of her, just being just like the way things have been going here over the past like couple of months it's been pretty crazy. I've been busy. But I want to reach out to some of these people and bring them onto the show and do some more collabs with some of these great folks out there, and talking about some of these shows. We'll be doing a community stream. We'll do a community stream for sure, talking about the series finale and our thoughts overall here very soon on the channel. But what else? I think that might be all that I have for right now. Let's go ahead and get into the live chats. And guys, as you all know, that's right, I'm gonna grift hard here. As you guys know, there's a link down in the description. You can send in you can send in super chats, or you can send in a direct donation. We do greatly appreciate all of the support, of the channel members and everybody. Has been absolutely great. Thank you all so much. Like I said, we're gonna start doing some more of those. I think some of those throwback reviews and stuff like that on some of these books. I think it's gonna be quite refreshing, you know, because like I said, getting into that Thunderbolts book, I'm like, yeah, we need to go a little retro here. We need to go a little retro Marvel superheroes. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into here and see what you are all saying today. All right. Let's see. We got Jason here from Polyhedral Paradise. What is up, my man? He says, I'm here. Let's chat. All right, so bring me on. Consider it smash. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say, give me a few minutes, and I'll see if I can get everything set up to bring somebody on. I'm not sure that I'm not on my profile to like it'll take a minute. It'll take a minute to set a lot of that stuff up right now. I don't think I have. I might have it set up. I might have a thing set up where we can make it pretty. Get that done pretty simple. I almost said pretty simply. Pretty simply. Is it still Friday? Yeah, it's Friday where I live at. It might not be Friday where you live at. You live clear out there on the East Coast. How come everybody that does YouTube either lives in the UK, Canada, or on the East Coast? Like there's no fucking West Coasters, or at least I don't watch any of the fucking West Coasters. You know, I don't know. Like, are there any YouTube creators that live out here on the West Coast? You know? I mean, I know Ryan from RK Outpost. Ryan, he's, you know, I know he's in San Diego, unless he's moved. But I don't think he's made the trek out of California yet. But yes. Oh, Ashley is here. How are you doing, Ashley? Thank you so much for being here. Hail the new Captain America. Ooh yeah. Ooh, and I'm telling you. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much right now. I'm okay with Captain Marvel's death. Yeah, I haven't ever read it. I haven't ever read it. So it'll be good to get into. It'll be good to get into. The death of Captain Marvel was good shit. Yeah, that's what they say. Let's see. Infamous Iron Man says, since YouTube banned me, I gotta use my other accounts. Oh my god, what YouTube ban you for? That's funny. Party in the trailer park. How you doing, man? Who says I grabbed Geiger #1. Looks it. Can't wait to read. Also grabbed Luna #3. That's a beautiful book. And Wayward Sons #3. $4 cover and $6. Nice, man. Sweet. Nice. Hell yeah. I thought Geiger was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good book. Definitely a good #1. A good, like, it seems like #1s are missing that a lot these days, like that, you know, pull you in and get you into it on issue #1. Seems like a lot of them aren't really good at doing that these days. Let's see. Patricia, thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well this evening. Let's see. Kendall is in the building. What is up? How are you doing? Noise to nerds, my man. How are you doing? I was listening in on your live stream earlier. Listening on the live stream while I was out working. Yeah. It is. Yeah. I'm telling you. The Matrix. I love the Matrix. So yeah, it's just great. Fatal J, what is up, my man? Dude, I seen your closing dates coming up soon, because I was dude, you know what? And I remember a long time ago, maybe it didn't go through or something, or I don't know, but the sign up for the newsletter for the thing, I signed up for it. I remember I got a confirmation or something. I can't remember, but like I never got emails. But Anyway, I was looking it up last night. I was like, oh, I know the date's coming close. I'm cutting it close, man. I know I'm cutting it close. I know I'm cutting it close. Rip it a goat. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So what is up, Fatal? I hope all is going well, man. I hope all is going well. I hope all is going well, dude. Now, ripping my dude, he dropped $500. $500 on my comic. I'll fight a grizzly bear for that, dude. Absolutely. Well, see, and here's the thing: is like, you would, but the thing is like, you wouldn't have to. You know what I mean? You won't have to. We'll get into some of that. We'll get into some of that too. But you wouldn't have to. But yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But I said, I sat around the house, stone, reflecting how weed is ruining my life. Not. That's funny. Oh man, I really liked it, but that's just my opinion. Like you just like the series overall or the series finale? I mean, I thought it was okay. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't a piece of shit. It wasn't a piece of shit. But like overall, the way that this ended, like there was really no like. We all know it was kind of gutted and everything anyway, and it just like it didn't deliver in a lot of ways. What I feel it should have delivered for what we were getting leading up to this last episode. Not that it even should have been more epic, but like again, it was just like the pacing and the way that it was all seemingly like thrown all back together. It's very disjointed. So you're smoking that green crack, good lord. Smoke some indica and chill. That's funny, man. No, you know what? Like, dude, like this stuff would get like it don't make me tired, man. Like it's like kind of makes me wired, if anything. Love the finale. Cried repeatedly, especially that museum scene. You know, and that's the funny thing is like none of that stuff like I didn't really get the feels in a lot of this. Like, I think the one time I for sure had the feels was when John Walker beat that motherfucker with the shield. I think that was like the one time I really felt like emotionally invested and emotionally like in my shit was when he beat that motherfucker with the shield. Like everything else, I was just kind of like, oh, there's some cool stuff, man. There's some cool shit and throughout the series, but like that, I think that was the point for me right there. That was the point for me right there. And you know what, guys? Give me just a second right here. Give me just a second. I need to get. There we go. I need to get my chair. I went out for a bike ride. Just here before the stream. That's why I was a few minutes late. I was out riding. And I bit off about I don't know. I think I bit off about a mile more than I could chew. I think I bit off about a mile more than I could chew and actually make it here on time. So like what you almost got was seeing Trinity go all Mr. Rogers and shit. I was about to if I turn my camera around, you can see all my writing shit I got here. I stripped down. I put my clothes back on. If you see at the beginning of the stream, I was all sweaty and shit. Like I went out for a little quick ride. I don't know. It was like a little 20-minute ride, and well, I left a little bit later than I thought I did. Than I wanted to be honest with you. Let's see. Yeah, and seeing even the museum scene, I thought it was cool, but like again, a lot of it was not really emotional for me. But I thought it was good though. I mean, I thought it was good, and I thought it was really well done, especially well played by Carl Lumbly, and just like a lot of the acting. And I love this too, because you can even tell his grandson is still kind of ingrained in him. The whole kind of like where he's kind of like his grandfather, like. Yeah, fuck America, the stars and stripes and all that bullshit. You can still see he's there too. That's ingrained in him, and you know what? Like that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And you can see that he kind of lightened up a little bit. He let up there. It was like cool stuff. Like I said, they did a lot of cool things there. But I mean, it was a good moment. It definitely was a good cool moment. But again, as far as me crying, it didn't. Like I think the only time that I remember actually getting there was the scene where because and the thing is, like, I wasn't even like crying. Like I was just emotionally invested. Like get it, like at that point, like it was like holy shit, like just like a lot of stuff happening at once. Because the thing is, like, when that scene happened, like, you're sitting like, oh, yeah, like, we're getting some fucking action here, bro. Like, here we go. This is what we want. This motherfucker's gonna bring these fools up. Like, and then, like, you're leading up to that. You're thinking, oh, hell yeah, this is it. This motherfucker's gonna go nuts. And, like, and then you see him sit there and you see him sit there and beat that motherfucker. And you're sitting there like, because leading up to that, it was pretty cool. You see him like, bah, he throws that fool goes down, and then it was like those few seconds, like right there. Like if you go and you watch it on slow motion, the scene that right there at the very end where the guy is where the guy was, I think he was still running away from him, and he was there really close to him, and he takes the shield and he fucking chucks it hard, and it hits him and it bounces back, and you see if you slow it down really good, you can see the shield come back and it like jerks him, like he's like, you can see like you can see his head kind of like they did the whole thing like it was like it jarred him like he was fucking unhinged, and like it was great to see all of that stuff. But like it's one of those things like you're kind of in the moment, the violence and everything is like yeah, but then takes it over the top there, and it's like you sit there. I remember sitting there watching that scene, like you said like holy shit, like. And the thing is, like, you knew it was coming. But then to see all the imagery right after that, and him standing there, the way he's feeling, like, believe me when I say, I know not that, like, what, killing somebody in cold blood murder like that, but I know the feeling, how he was feeling, kind of in that second, that rage, that adrenaline pumping, and that feeling like, and I'm telling you that same feeling, all those same emotions, same feelings, feeling righteous in the moment, feeling like you did the right thing, feeling like you did the right thing, and you don't give a shit, you don't give a fuck what anybody else says or does or anything. You feel righteous, you feel justified in that moment. And it was, and that was the thing about that moment. It was so fucking intense. It was like, Jesus Christ, man. And I remember sitting there thinking, like at the end of it, like I was like, holy shit, man. Like you see that, I was like I was so like, it was so intense. Cause like 1 second I'm sitting here thinking like, oh my fucking God, dude, this is cool. This is fucking great. And then it's like, whoa, like, wow, it's not so fucking cool or so fucking great, is it? Like, and again, it's not to say that maybe that guy wasn't deserving, but the way it all played out was like, it was like, it was horrific, is what it was. It was horrific. And again, I don't necessarily think that John Walker is wrong. I don't necessarily think that he was wrong, and I've actually seen people start to turn their opinions and on this as well. Looking at the series overall now, I noticed I got in and listened to a couple of videos from a couple of creators, and they were talking about that same thing too. Like, you know what? Like, I think it was CGM show. I watched his video, and he's kind of like, you know what? He's like, I'm not saying he's a good, like, even he was kind of turning a little bit on. He's like, I don't necessarily think he's about, like, but he did. And I'm like, but that's the thing, and that's the good thing, that that the show actually makes you think like that, thinking about those kind of things. Because in episode 4, you're like, holy shit, fuck this guy. This dude's a piece of shit. Did you see, like, what the fuck? And then you get to this last episode, and you see everything going on, and you're kind of like, well, I mean, you think about, like, he wasn't, and the thing is, like, it's not that he was wrong. It reminds me of one of my favorite fucking movies, A Few Good Men, right? It reminds me of the movie A Few Good Men. We're at the scene, remember? Like the scene that makes me want to laugh every time, where the guy's like, How? What'd we do wrong? How? And he says, we enlisted. We were supposed to protect people like like Santiago. We were supposed to help people like Santiago, not fucking do what we did to him, not be assholes in a bit. Like that's not what we were supposed to do. Like we're supposed to stand up for people like that, not go out here and bully him and be like pieces of shit to him, fucking accidentally kill him, you know. And that was the kind of like that whole thing with it is exactly that. There's definitely, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's not even moral gray lines because the guy was a bad person. Dude was like, he was a fucking terrorist. Like they actually killed people and shit. You know what I mean? But you can also see where a lot of the people that were following her also, they were Carly weren't necessarily as hardcore and militant either. So I mean, again, there's just so much stuff. But that's the thing is like, look, you associate with that. You're like one of the flag smashers, and you're there when they're doing some bad shit. Whether you're fucking down with what they're doing or not, you're already associated. You're fucking there with them. You got the fucking mask on, bro, and you're there doing the fucking committing the acts of terrorism. Like if the cops come in or the Captain America comes in or Bucky comes in and fucking kills you, beats the shit out of you, whatever, like you fucking had it coming. It doesn't matter. Like you throw your gun down, like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, explain that to the other people that have fucking died from the organization that you're doing that are actually going around doing this shit. And that's not to say that the good guys don't kill people too. That there hasn't been casualties going both ways. That maybe were collateral damage or whatnot. Sure, yeah, but again, the thing is, some of the things are done with purpose, and some of the things are done not without purpose. You know what I mean? So, and that's really a huge difference between a lot of that stuff. So again, that's something I've seen people kind of turning on to, like, yeah, maybe John Walker. And the thing is, like, yeah, no, he's like, the thing is, like, he wasn't wrong. That doesn't make him right. That doesn't make him right. It doesn't make him justified. It doesn't, none of that stuff. It really depends on how you feel about the situation. But the simple fact is those people were terrorists, Sam Wilson. I'm sorry to tell ya. They were terrorists, and they killed a bunch of people, and they killed his partner in cold blood right in front of him. Well, maybe not in cold blood quite the way that he did that guy with that shield. But the point being is they killed him. They killed his, like I said, especially in the eyes of the government and the people that he was hired by. Like, but fuck, no, he didn't do nothing wrong. So why are they fucking trying to get rid of him and drop him like a piece of shit? That was the whole thing. He did nothing to them. He did nothing wrong. So why is he paying the price for what exactly? And that's what I say. John Walker, maybe we need to start that hashtag. Hashtag John Walker wasn't wrong. Because he did exactly as they tasked him to do. But anyway, how do we get down? How do we get down that road again? Oh man. At work right now, it won't be super. Oh, all good, LMI. Just because something happened doesn't mean it should keep happening or be done. Yeah, absolutely. His journey to finally take that mantle was good, so I won't see it as well. Well, no, it's not. It wasn't his journey to the mantle. It was what they actually did in the series. These, like, it doesn't matter how it doesn't like, and that's the thing is, like, it doesn't matter what your opinion of it is. It doesn't matter what you think about it. Fact is, like, it's a fucking fact. It's woke. Like, like if you actually went and looked up a text, and not by the triggered right wing fucking hate group people guys, like, not if you just go by the, like, an actual definition of people, like, yeah, I'm woke, yeah, whoa, yeah, like that, like what was happening here is undeniably woke, like undeniably. Like you can't deny it. Like, it doesn't matter what your opinion is about it. I mean, it is. It actually was. But his journey to the mantle and everything, yeah, no, absolutely, it was good. It was good. Like I thought it was good. I don't really have any big complaints about the series, other than the fact that some of the stuff they did, it messed it up. It like messed up like the message that they were trying. Like here's the thing. The one thing that we all know when it comes to stuff is, like, it's like being a lady. You don't tell people you're a lady. You be a lady, right? It's not something you tell people. It's kind of like that same thing. Like you don't like say I'm virtuous and say virtuous like you just do it. You be a good person. You do be the bigger man. You do all those things. But the whole point is what that ultimately is. The woke is putting the identity, gender, or even politics in general at the forefront of your message, of your media, without it necessarily being the driving point of the story, or sacrificing some of the storytelling at the expense of that. And at the point where they got to the point where Sam Wilson was actually there on his soapbox preaching, that's exactly what he was doing, was preaching. That right there, what he did was in and of itself fucking woke. There's no denying that. Like no matter it doesn't matter how you feel about it. Again, it's not a feeling. It's like, and it's not even like my opinion. Like, oh, I like it is like that is textbook definition woke what they did there. But the other thing is, it's done for a reason. It's done for a reason. The comic books explored that through the rest of the series. We're going to be diving into that once it comes to this Captain America 4 movie that they've got announced. That's when we're going to get into it. That's when we're going to see Sam going through and being Captain America. And we might get it for that whole movie. But I can guarantee you, soon after that, he's going to be ready to hand that shield back and become Falcon again and be his own man. Guaranteed. And that's the thing is like I said, it was done for a reason. It was certainly done for a reason. And it's no coincidence, especially in me saying that it was done for a reason, because we see that Malcolm Spellman is apparently being heading up, going to be writing the Captain America 4 movie as well, which to me is a mistake. I mean, I think you should get Stephen Marcus, Christopher McFeely again, but hey, you know, whatever. It's all good. I think they've proven their proven themselves. I know why they're not doing it. It's for that reason. It's for that reason, for that undeniable reason that we were just talking about. I see why people would say that, but I don't agree. I thought it was handled in a way that wasn't over the top. Yeah, it wasn't over the top. It wasn't over the top. Like I said, a lot of the stuff they did was actually done really good. They really did most of it right. They really did most of it right. I actually read the OG Thunderbolts book. Yes, I read something I know is surprising. One of the few comics I read. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, send donations to my link tree. It's all good. I was just excited about Falcon. Yeah, absolutely. Take 2. Falcon and Winter Soldier season finale was Chris Salinas says made tamales and read comics, but sadly my dog ate my dog ate your dog ate yours? Ate your what? Ate your tamales? What? Ate your tamales or your comic books? You better kill that son of a... you better go Old Yeller that son of a bitch. Alright, the action in Mortal Kombat was decent. Just don't waste your time looking for a plot. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it yet. Let's see where we at. Oh, where we at? Damn it. It should skip. Dude, what the fuck? What happened here? Dude, I don't even know what the hell just happened here with this chat, dude. Like, this, like, I'm pretty sure I was scrolling down reading and this shit jumped on me. It's all fucking weird now. I stood and clapped at Cap's speech. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, and the thing is, like, what he was saying there, he wasn't wrong. Like, he was right on most of that shit he was saying. Like, absolutely right. And at the same time, what the senator and all them people were saying too is they weren't wrong. They weren't wrong either. Is in the fact of it's not that simple, right? Because it's really not, but it kind of is, you know. But again, for it to be that simple, takes people setting down, talking things out, seeing eye to eye, and doing those kinds of things, realizing some of that stuff. So yeah. It was hollow. Yeah. I was gonna say. Well, and that's the thing. Like, that's the thing, RC Scott. Like, I don't think it was hollow, but it was like, again, it was meant to be in that scene. It was meant to be. It was meant to be truthful. It was meant to be truthful. He was meant to be right in everything that he was saying. But it was also meant. I'm telling you, it was actually meant to be woke. It was actually meant to be that, because in the story, that's exactly what happens. He causes the divisiveness. I guarantee you, the next movie or thing you see him in, people are going to be pissed off at exactly what he said in that speech. They're going to be pissed. They're going to be pissed that he took Carly Morgenthau and he took her down like he was an angel from heaven, taking her down to save their martyr. She's a piece of shit. Right? There's no redeeming her. She's a piece of shit. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's full fucking woke, and it's meant to be that way, to make people feel that way for what's getting ready to come up in the future movies and stuff. Like, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, no matter how you feel about it, it's undeniably woke, and it's that way for that reason. Does that mean it's a good thing? Not necessarily. Does that mean it's a bad thing? Not necessarily. The thing is how they handle it all going forward, right? How they handle it all going forward, because the story in itself, the source material in itself, was divisive, and for that reason, for that exact reason. That's the thing. Like, and that's the thing. Yeah, anybody like, there's really no like, and that's why I say there's really no fighting about it, because there's no denying that, because that's just like, it's just facts. It's just facts. You know, it's not like I'm emotionally involved in that. I don't know. It didn't bother. Yeah, and like I said, it didn't bother me. That's the thing, is it didn't bother me, and I wasn't bothered by it. That's the thing, is it didn't bother me, and I wasn't bothered by it. But by definition, it's, yeah. And I know I'm probably like a half hour behind on the chats here still. I'm giving Disney Plus one more chance with Loki. If it sucks, I'm done with the Marvel shows. Well, the thing is, like, that's another thing too. Is like, I'm not. What was what was your expectations of these shows? You know, like, think they were like, we can get into that, but I wasn't expecting the blockbuster movies. I was, however, told by Kevin Feige that it would be MCU level quality. Right? I was told to be MCU level quality. So, like, I was expecting a TV show that would be MCU level quality. And these are TV shows. They fit the format of TV shows. I think they are almost MCU quality. They're not quite there. And I think the payoff for these shows isn't even supposed to be necessarily within the show themselves. I think the payoff for these shows is actually going to be in the films and in the movies that are coming up. And again, that's me saying and guessing that, but to be quite honest, that's not necessarily a good marketing tool or strategy, only because of how this past year has went with, you know, with the pandemic and all that bullshit. Only because, like, if things had never got locked down, if things had, like, theaters would stay open, everything remained on schedule how it was supposed to be originally in the first place, I guarantee you, I think they would be firing on all cylinders right now. I think they'd be firing on all cylinders. To be quite honest with you. But yeah. Loki's gonna be amazeballs. Yeah, absolutely. Felt nothing the whole show except for John talking to Lamar's fam. Did he really talk to their family in this show? I don't remember him seeing. You mean in the last episode? I didn't even feel that because he was fucking lying to him. I didn't even feel that because he was lying. And he knew he was lying. That's why he went back after Carly later, why he was pissed off. He's like, Carly, because he knew he did wrong. He knew he was lying out of his ass, and he had to at least make up on that because he knew that he lied to his to Lamar's parents and said that that was the man that killed Lamar. He said that was because they asked him, and he fucking lied to him, and he knew it. And in the second that he basically like when he decided to save those people instead of going after Carly and just all of those kinds of things, that was kind of his redemption, was to decide to go after Carly and actually get the person who actually killed his partner instead of lying about it. He was trying to make right on the lie that he told Lamar's parents, right? It's a huge thing. I'm not sure how many people are would overlook that, but to me, that's one thing with his parents thing that I completely didn't buy, because I'm like, dude, like, he's full of shit. He lied. He's fucking lying to him, and he knew it. And that's part of the reason he was feeling the way that he was in that particular episode. Moon Knight will be dope. I can't wait. You know what? I can't wait. I can't wait for Moon Knight to be woken. This motherfucker right here, he's gonna Exar's he's gonna go nuts. Moon Knight gonna go woke, and he's gonna be like, ah! or wait until Black Widow comes out and Taskmaster's a woman, bro. Exar's gonna lose his shit, bro. Oh man, sorry. Sorry. Invincible is awesomeness. Never read it before, but love the show. Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta watch that last episode. Gotta watch the last episode. I turned it on before as I was going to sleep last night, but I was so tired I didn't get to finish it. George Starnes' redemption arc when he pulled the van back. You know, I think he started it when he decided to actually go after Carly. I think that was the beginning of it. I think at the point where he saved the people was when he realized the difference between like doing the heroic thing, doing the heroic thing and just doing what he was trained to do. I think that's what I mean, if you ask me. But yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait to see him. Like, he looked down, like, as I said, when we first seen him in episode 1, I think he was purposely meant to look like the old man from Up and all that shit. He was purposely meant to trigger you and not like you, because as the series went on, I thought he looked better and better and better in the suit. And by the time we got to the end and seen him in that US agent suit, I'm like, dude, he looks legit as fuck, bro. He looks sick. Dude. Like, I fucking dug it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, absolutely. Characters in the series are so layered, not black and white. Is a credit to the writers. Well, I don't know that they. As I said, that's the thing. I don't know that they are all layered. I think the only person who really had the layers to their. I think the really only person who really added layers was Sam, as he was elevating into the role of Captain America. But as far as the rest, like, I don't know. I mean, I think the series was well acted. The people they got in the series, it was really well acted by a lot of the people, because, like I said, you could feel the emotion that a lot of them were feeling. You know what I mean? Like, you could feel a lot of that. Like, I thought they did really good with that. But yeah, I hear you though. But I mean, yeah, I guess there's layers. Sam got them. Sam got mad at them, calling them terrorists. Wow, what else you call terrorists? Right. They're just labeling people. Boo hoo. You know what's funny about the labeling people thing? You should actually go watch Professor Bill over at Comic Book University. You should actually go watch his review, because he touched on some shit. I'm like, he's not fucking wrong. He's fucking 100% right when he was actually talking about some of that exact shit right there, RC Scott, about labeling people. Because he was talking about when he was going in through college and some of that stuff, and what he was thinking about, like psychology and some of that bullshit. Like, but yeah, but he even goes into it, like, no, like there's like people, like it's okay to label people things. It's fucking okay. I mean, it's okay. You don't have any problem labeling people fucking racists, do ya? Did my message come through with the Streamlabs donation today? There doesn't seem to be a way for me to check. Oh, let me see here. Let me see here. Sorry. Let's see. What do we got here? Let me see. Make sure I got this thing turned on here. Oh man, I got a couple that. When did that one come through? Okay, here. Let's check this out. This one right here came in. This one says a day ago from Tyler the Kid. $5 says this is for Mike. Since his card didn't work. All right. Okay. From yesterday's stream. Yeah. All right. And then yeah, here we go. Patricia with a $40 super chat says this is a go towards the first Avengers Masterworks, and if it's not there when you go back next month, you have funds to go to something else you wanted to add to your collection. Keep up the great content, my friend. You're one of the best. Thank you so much, Patricia. You're too nice. You're too nice. That's far too generous. Thank you very much, though. Patricia, you've been far too nice. You've been far too nice. You don't have to do that. But I do greatly appreciate that. And you know what's funny is I was actually thinking about looking into seeing if I could get with some of my friends. I'm actually looking into doing some stuff for the channel and for channel members. I want to get some of the emojis that we have that I've got for the channel, and I want to have stickers printed up, and I want to mail those out to the channel members and everything. I want to have some of the stickers printed up, and then I also wanted to get them printed up for like, say I do get like giveaways and shit like that, because I have some stuff that I'm gonna want to start doing some giveaways with for people like you and all of the other great and generous supporters who are coming here. I want to start doing some giveaways for the channel members and stuff like that, and we'll probably do some giveaways for just general people on the channel as well, other commenters and people who come here and support the community, because everybody's been so awesome and like supports me with their hard-earned dollars and all that stuff, and I really do appreciate it, and I want to give back to the people as well, and just share some of the shit that I like, because the simple fact is, like, a lot of people since I've started this thing have been very generous to me here on the channel, and like, look, I honestly don't know how else to pay it back to anybody. There really is no way for me to, you know what I mean? I don't know how to, and so for me, like, I'm like I said, people's generosity always makes me feel like a piece of shit, because I feel like like when people are generous to me like that, I don't feel not that I don't feel worthy of it, but it makes me feel like a piece of shit because I don't feel like I'm as generous. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give back. You know, yeah, and that's what it is. Because like, and I get lost in it. And I know that a lot of people, when people who do things, donate and just this kind of stuff, they don't do it expecting stuff back and all that kinds of stuff. But it always makes me, you know what it does? It inspires me to want to do better things, to do better, to be a better person, and all that kind of stuff. Just knowing the way that we affect other people's lives and the effect that we have on people. And it's something I was thinking about today as I was on Twitter, actually, and I seen a post from was it Adrian Wassel, the editor-in-chief over at Vault Comics, and he was talking about some stuff on his post about how it's kind of sucked over these last 14 months. He hasn't seen his mom, the lockdowns, and all of these different kinds of things. Trying to hold it together. Just a lot of the struggles that people have gone through over this last year and shit. And you know, and again, it makes me think about some of these things too. Where, like, you know what, I have been fortunate as hell. And I, like, a lot of times in my life for that reason. I've been fortunate in so many ways. Believe me, I know. I've been fucking fortunate. I've been blessed. You know, I'm not even a believer. I don't believe in God or anything, but I've been blessed, seriously, and I believe that. You don't have to be religious to understand blessings, right? To get it and all of that stuff. And because like over this last year, like a lot of what I've seen going on around the struggles I've seen a lot of people going through. You know, I've talked about this before. When you're seeing that and like I don't really want to get too far into to some of the stuff here because there's some shit I really don't feel like about talking about right now. Um, but a lot of the shit that I've seen going on, I've talked about this before from other people, seeing them kind of go through it, talking to people and everything, seeing kind of the craziness and everything that's going on. When you're not going through that craziness, it makes you kind of feel like you're the one who's crazy. Like everybody else is going, like everybody else is losing their fucking minds, and maybe they're not losing it. Maybe it's me losing my mind, not them. But then you look around like, no. It's not me. It's fucking everybody else. I'm seeing this shit like, but then it starts to make you feel like you're the one that's crazy because everybody else is crazy. You're the one that's not crazy. You know what I mean? It's like being normal, right? Everybody's normal. You're the fucking weird, like, right? And that's what it is. And I think the thing ultimately, like, really that hurts the most is like some of the people who have been in denial of that and the way that it's made me feel, right? I'm kind of like, damn. And that's what kind of always leaves me with that cynical feel, that cynical edge. Like anybody who actually knows me knows that I'm a forgiving as fuck. I am understanding as hell and all of that stuff. But I was reading this this tweet, and he's talking about just all the shit that he's gone through and all that kinds of stuff, and you know how he's kind of been just been working, trying to keep their comic book publishing company afloat, and just all that stuff. Yet while still doing it, being distanced and just so distant, so disconnected from so many things. And I'm like, I get it, man. I fucking get it. And you know the generosity of people has been absolutely great in my life. Right? Like I said, it makes me feel like a piece of shit because I always feel like there's people giving to me, and I always feel like I don't give enough back. Right? And again, people do it without do it for unselfish reasons. And over this last year, been talking more about comic books. Just been doing, doing what I've been doing with things like that. Being on social media, talking a lot of these things up. And you know, I got a message from him a while back when I got a review copy, and he's like, "Hey, you know, thanks a lot for all the support and kind words over this last year. How it's been kind of crazy and everything. Like, you know, it's really meant a lot. You know, and then seeing his post today and thinking about that kind of stuff." You know, and thinking about the generosity of others and just things like that. And I think about these things. And I think about like comic books. I've sent some comic books out to people and all these things, just like giving and all this stuff. And the thing is, like, you give and you don't expect back. You know what I mean? Like I've sent people comic books, and I'm like, oh, I'll send them to them. Like, oh, they're good. Like, oh, so let me know how much to pay you for these. You know how much? Like, can I send them? I'm like, yeah, I'll send you. You know, I'll send you a PayPal link or something like that. I don't do this shit. I don't fucking do it. You know. And a lot of times, like, look, I'm not rich. You know what I mean? I'm not rich, and it's not that I'm like broke or like hurting or anything. But I sent it out there like thinking like, oh, maybe I should, you know. But then it's like, you know what? Like, I don't worry about it because I know what I put out there is gonna come back. You know what I mean? It's gonna come back. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Just put it out there and it'll come back. And really here over this last year, especially, it's been that same kind of thing. Where just feeling it back and thinking about it. You know, I've had got shit sent to me from the fucking awesome people over at Impact Theory Comics. I got awesome shit, like one of the hugest fucking things sent to me from the Valasquez sisters. They sent me that copy of Kill Crazy Nympho's Attack for fucking free, man. I got just other things from other people that other people have sent out of the generosity of their fucking hearts. And you know, and just seeing all that, like I said, it's inspiring, right? It makes me want to give more. It makes it, and again, at the same time, it makes me feel like I don't give enough. And the thing is, like, nobody ever expects it. You know, that's why they call it, you know, an act of kindness or all this stuff, or just generosity and all this kind of stuff. And the thing is, like, it's not that there's not enough of it that goes on in the world, because there's enough of it that goes on in the world. And that's the thing, like I said, you know, sometimes when you're in these kinds of situations, like I said, it feels like you're getting a lot but not getting, not you feel like you're not giving enough back. And I always feel that way. You know what I mean? I always feel that way. And you know, even though I'm up here on in the camera, you know, sharing myself and all that bullshit, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, for me, it's, and you get, if especially if you're here and you know me, especially if you've been hanging out here on my channel for over a year, is that like I I have a lot of opinions about a lot of things, right? And I can guarantee you, like, a lot of the things that I see going on out there in the world, all this divisiveness, this political divisiveness, all this stuff, you know, the mask stuff, the pandemic stuff, all this different stuff, all this different virtuous stuff is just like it, it drives me fucking nuts, okay? Because people are always at disagreement about all of this stuff, and that's okay to disagree, but there comes a point where it's like, okay, like, you realize the stuff that you're at each other's throats about is the stupidest shit in the world, and we gotta let it go. Can we move on? And again, these are things that people are very passionate about and they feel. So it's really kind of hard to talk about some of those things without going too far one way or the other. You know, and I wouldn't even say no necessarily go so far as saying grifting, where you're trying to go out there and, you know, lying to people to try to trigger those emotional reactions for clicks and views and all that stuff. I can do all that stuff, but the thing is I probably associate with and have different viewpoints than a lot of these people and stuff like this do. People in the comic book industry, the mainstream comic book industry, they don't like, you know, like the Comics Gate and the, you know, like Ethan Van Sciver and the Your Boy Zacks and all those creators and all that stuff. And me, like, I don't give a shit. To me, like your boy Zach makes some of the funniest fucking videos that I watch here on YouTube, right? Right? But I guarantee you, whole lot of people are like, oh my god, you listen to that racist and all that stuff. It's like, you know, like, I get it, but like, you know, like, I think it's about time that people start learning to fucking lighten up again, right? To ease up, to have a sense of humor, right? And that's not saying that you can't have your feelings. You can't, you know, think that someone's already. I don't know, man. I don't see a lot of these things that people see. People calling people racist and shit out there and all this stuff. I mean, I know your boy Zach gets that a lot too. I'm like, I don't really see it. I mean, does he discriminate? Does he say some shit sometimes? Yeah. Does he play up to a crowd and shit sometimes? Yeah, absolutely. But overall, I mean, all I see is a bunch of people fighting childishly online about a bunch of stuff just because they've decided to draw their little line in the sand and they can't let nobody past it. You know, you can't just, you know, have a little bit of maybe understanding, maybe a little bit of tolerance, maybe just letting stuff go, maybe not being so serious all the time about stuff. And that's one of the things that really gets me. And I've really been thinking about it, you know, and this isn't just a man thing, this applies to women too. But like, what happened to the fucking balls in this world? Does anybody have any balls in this world still? You know, does anybody have any balls in this world to stand up to somebody and be like, hey, shut the fuck up, man, shut up? You know, and that's one of the things, you know, like, here over like this past week, and you know, just like as I've been trying to think, you know, and then on Thursday, you know, I was talking about a lot of stuff, but I've just been thinking about this stuff. You know, what it's taken to get that fire burning inside of me again, and inside of you, or inside of anybody. What's it take? What's those things that it takes to inspire? And one of the things that really gets me fired up every single time is the fact of seeing how this whole world of people out there have completely lost their fucking balls, their ability to look at something, to disagree with somebody and fucking just get over it, right? To just get over themselves. Like, it's okay to disagree with people. They get out there, they just oh well, agree to disagree. Fuck you, man. Okay, it's not about that, right? The thing is, it's about disagreeing. We don't have to agree on it. Where's the balls at? We don't have to agree on shit. It's okay to disagree. And that's the thing, is everybody wants everything to be so nice and so polite and all this shit, but it's bullshit. It's like positivity. Positivity is bullshit. Is it necessary? Is it something you want? Absolutely. Should you think positive? Is there power in positive thinking and all that kind of stuff? Absolutely. But the thing is, there's also reality as well. Right? There's also reality as well. And some of that takes sacking the fuck up, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, seeing those people who disagree with you online and not letting it hurt your little feelings. It's okay. You can let it go. I feel like that's something we're really missing these days. It's not even, I don't even know how to say, like, what, like, it's not resilience. It's like, just like having like confidence in yourself, being able to stand behind something, being able to do all that and still not look at somebody else and saying, hey, you're a piece of shit because you're not on my side and you don't agree with me. Right? And I started thinking about some of this stuff. I started thinking about some of these things. I see people online having disagreements and shit, right? And if you haven't been here for some of disagreements and shit that we've been through here on this channel, you know, we were kind of talking about some of this the other day too. But like, look, I was, you know, online seeing people just, you know, doing what they do online, bitching, saying, oh, you know, it was funny too. It comes back to this person online, you know, and like all these people are dogpiling on this person, like saying, oh, you have too high of expectations of this, or you're so full of shit, you did this and that, oh, fan theories and all this and that and all this bullshit and all this and all this stuff. And it's like you know, it's like this, like, we're just nerds here nerding out shit. Like you're really dogpiling on somebody and like being an asshole because somebody has an opinion, and you're sitting there saying like, dude, you're an asshole because you think of this and that. It's all your fucking fault. Why you gotta you know? And it's like, bro, like, you're being an asshole to somebody because they had a chance, they voiced their opinion, and you're basically saying they can't have an opinion, while you're saying I need to hear you out about your fucking opinion. Like, do you even fucking hear yourself? Like, do you hear what we're saying? Like, sack the fuck up. But the thing is like, nobody these days, especially in this group of people, like, seriously, like, who the fuck is gonna do anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all online or anything anyway. What are you gonna do? Right? Are you seriously that upset because somebody has an opinion? Really? And the thing is, like, you can go ahead and bitch online about it all you want, and, you know, and do your little name calling and all that shit, because, like, for one, you ain't gonna do nothing, and two, if you want to step to the plate, like, what are you gonna do? You think you can come, like, are you gonna come on a stream somewhere and like argue your fucking point and think that you're gonna be right? Like, we're talking about opinions here about shit. Like, there's no right or wrong here, right? But yet you're like, right? And it's funny, people do all this shit, and, you know, and like, just people doing all the dog piling, and then, you know how fandoms are weird anyway. You got all your sects of different stuff anyway. It's like, bro, like, it makes you, and that's the whole fucking thing. Is like, people always forget about the same thing. Reality, real life, people, like, sack the fuck up. Like seriously, you're gonna sit there and act like a little bitch online. I guarantee you wouldn't do this shit in person. Like, you know, and it's fun to get online and have some fun and stuff like this. It's like, but, you know, and then people, you know, they start to get too far. They take it too far, and you know, just like, god damn, dude. It reminds me, it's funny, we were just talking about that just fucking the other day too. Just stop being a bitch, right? Just stop it, right? Stop going through this bitch-like behavior. It's okay. You know, if you have your little feelings hurt, it's okay to get up in your feelings. But you know what? It's the same thing. Like, you know what? My kids seem to get it. My kids seem to get it. When they were in karate class, we used to take them to karate class. They'd be sparring, and they're out there sparring. They get socked in the face, and you can tell they get emotional. They're like, oh, crying and everything, you know. And I always tell my kids when that would happen, and when they get emotional, and they'd start to cry and everything. I always tell them, don't do that. don't show that, like, not here. Not here. And that's the thing is like, all people always talk about, oh, you like sharing your emotions. You know, you're damaging people. They can't share their emotions and stuff. You get men can't cry and all and be sensitive. And all. Yeah, absolutely you can. And I would never deny my kids that. And they would be in these situations in karate class. They'd get socked and they'd be crying. I'd be like, don't, you know, and I'd give them a look too. They know my looks. I give them a look like, don't you fucking cry. Don't you dare fucking cry and get shook. Get up, straighten your shit out, get your shit together, go in there, finish your sparring, get done with class, whatever, get out to the car and save it for then. Save your feelings, save your crying and I got hurt, you know, even if you are like, if you're like seriously, like if you're seriously hurt, don't deny that, but like get, cause I know what it is, like they're kids, they're in class, they're not getting seriously hurt. Thing is like, it's okay to have the emotion, but you're there fighting with the person, sparring with this person who is your enemy. Your enemy, we're not talking about, but like, don't show that weakness. Not right there. It's okay to have that. It's okay to have those feelings and feel that way. And you don't even always have to keep them internalized. It's okay to externalize them as well, but not right here in this moment, right? You got to go out there and kick ass, fight through it. By the time you're done sparring, by the time we're out of this karate class, you're not even going to fucking remember getting hit in the face, right? And we'll talk to him about stuff like that afterward too. You know, you could kind of tell you, like I said, the range of emotions. And I would always tell him, it's okay to have the feelings. You can feel that way. Absolutely. Don't deny that stuff, you know? Because I know a lot of people always talk about that stuff too. Like, oh, you know, oh, you can't, you're denying people their feelings. I'm like, no. There's times for it and there's times not. And there's also looking at stuff, looking at behaviors and saying, no. Being realistic about stuff as well. But anyway, I don't know. I kind of feel like I've gone on a little bit long about this stuff. How do we even get in? How do we even go there? How do we even get into all that? Fuck. Let me get back. Let me get back here to the chat. Oh man. Let's see. Where are we at? And where was I at? Okay. Okay, we got some other super chats here. We got my man Mike Porter with a $4.99 super chat. It says, "You do a lot for us. You give us value, so we super chat. Plus, I also knows this helps independent comics. Thank you so much, Mike Porter. Again, a very great supporter of the channel. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that, Mike Porter. We got RC Scott with a $5 super chat. Says, you're wearing the same shirt I am again. Last time it was the Sasuke sister shirt. Between you and Adam constantly biting my style, I'm about to start dressing in nothing but flannel. Yeah, you ain't gonna catch me. You ain't gonna catch me in flannel, bro. I'm not into grunge. I'm not into grunge. And then we got Reefer Man Reviews with a 420 super chat. He says, here's 420 towards a blunt. Now shut the fuck up. Oh man, thank you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Infamous Iron Man says, according to someone I watch, you are now alt-right because you like and defend John Walker. Don't ask how, because I'm still trying to figure it out. There's no defending John Walker. Oh, you mean like me in particular? They called me out? Somebody called me out? Or like they just like the royal you. The royal you? Like the royal we. The royal we. I don't see that, but I respect it on review it. It ain't woke to. Oh, it's woke, Wayne. You're wrong. Oh man. Okay, I'm way behind on this shit now. Okay, let me see what we got here. See if anybody else is joining the chat. Jordan Peterson is Red Skull. Shut the fuck. You stupid, dude. Thunderbolts are next on my Marvel Unlimited. Yeah, dude. Yeah, read it, dude. Read it. Good stuff, dude. It's good stuff. Yeah, start with that, dude. You'll love it. Right. Wow, you really didn't like Sam's speech? I didn't mind the speech at all. I didn't mind his speech. I thought his speech was fine. But the way, again, a lot of the things when it happens, it's the way things are done, not what's done. You know what I mean? It's how it's done, not what's done. Late to the party, but got here just in time for woke talk with Trinity. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Kendall do 85 is the best one. Yeah. That's the original one. That's the original one. That's the original one's the one from 85. The one written by Kurt Busiek. That's it. I'm making videos saying anyone who says it's woke is racist. That's right. do it, dude. Like it's great too. Like Chillmonger. Go watch my man Chillmonger. He does some videos like that, dude. Not necessarily like that, but like he does some good videos. Some kind of good thought pieces like that. Woke is racist. I don't necessarily think the woke is. I don't think the woke is racist, but I think a lot of the people who are pushing, who are woke, are pushing agendas. Definitely. Again, some of it through disillusionment, some of it through the exact same thing that Carly Morgenthau in this series exactly was. Just somebody who is too young to really understand, or doesn't have the mental capacity to really have the awareness of everybody. They've only got this awareness of themselves. You know what I mean? And it's not just young people. Because some young people are very very smart and knowledgeable too. So yeah. What is good? What is good? Infamous and Uber supporter. Yeah, the supporter. That's funny. Wow, I've been talking about this episode for 21 hours now. I absolutely love the episode and show because of the compelling story and character development. I think it's MCU quality. Yeah, again, I mean, I think it's close. For a TV show, definitely. I mean, I wasn't expecting the big blockbuster movies, but yeah, no, I overall I thought it was good. And I thought the last episode was good. I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought it was good. I'm behind on Kevin Smith for once. So you should play Galactus. Yeah, right. Yeah, Arnold for Galactus. That would be pretty cool. Do you think they're worse than Thor 2, Captain Marvel, or Ant-Man? I'd say both series are top half MCU tier. The shows? Do I think it's worse than? Well, I look. Thor 2. It's probably kind of low on my. It's not as low as it is for most people on my list. Captain Marvel's surprisingly not low on my list. At all. Like it gained some points in some departments. Ant-Man 2 isn't too low on my list either. It's not one of their better ones, but like I like the Ant-Man series altogether. But I would say that the shows are definitely, I would say they're definitely mid-tier like MCU stuff, definitely. And like I said, if you go back and compare these shows to like some of the stuff that was taking place in like the first and second phase, yeah, they're up there with that. The thing is, like, we kind of got to the point where our expectations got a little bit too high. We were riding high. We were. But again, I also do believe that if it wasn't for the pandemic, we'd be riding high on a lot of these shows because everything would have came out as planned. Everything would have continued as planned. And I think we would have been riding a lot higher had not all the rewrites in the pandemic. Had this last year not happened, I think we'd be riding a lot higher. Thor 2 is the only MCU finish. I didn't finish. Dude, I was going to say I like that one, actually. The shows are ads that the customer pays for. What? Let's see. Walker talking to the family was bullshit. I disliked this that scene big time. Yeah, me too. Well, I liked it only because he was lying, and that was kind of his thing. Like he was in denial, and he was lying to like dude, like really, like you're gonna sit there and fucking lie to the parents of like your best friend about killing the person, like that's pretty much like, and that's the thing is like that's what I liked about that scene because I'm like, bro, that's pretty fucked up. Like really, that's pretty fucked up. Like you fucking lied to your best friend's parents about that was the person that killed him. Like that's pretty fucked up, bro. Like that's pretty messed up, man. And that's what I liked about the scene. Like, yeah. Only one can't defend. I mean, Thor 2 is better than MCU. Thor 2 is better as the MCU built around that phase, but it was ass when it came out. Again, like, I don't dislike it. I like it. I mean, it's, again, I can't really defend much of it, but there's some cool stuff that happens in Thor 2. Some cool stuff that happens. Captain Marvel is good if you focus on Coulson and Fury. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I don't think that Captain Marvel was terrible. I don't think it was the biggest piece of shit out there. Absolutely not. Obi-Wan says, "Bro, I can't wait to hear your take on the latest Invincible. May have been the best thing that dropped this week." All right, yeah, I was gonna say I'll have to check it out. I haven't watched it yet. I can't wait to see it. I'm not as diehard on Invincible as a lot of people are. But I like it. Yeah, okay, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, Parker, thank you so much for being here. Bro, Dolphin, what is up? Where the Thunderbolts at? They're coming, bro. They're coming. Coming, Trinity. You hear everything is racist according to a certain politician. Roads are racist. Do you think? Don't think too hard about it. Oh yeah, Mike Porter, absolutely. The show was about Sam proving to everyone that he's Captain America to everyone, including himself. Yeah, absolutely. Stickers would be awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of the things I've been thinking about. Yeah. Everybody loves stickers, right? Only thing Falcon and Winter Soldier was missing was Yondu. Any children around here? I'm Maripa. Oh, dude. RC Sky, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Oh man. Hey, did you guys like the finale? Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah. Patricia is the heart of the community. Absolutely, she is. Den Mother, right? Den Mother. Absolutely. Pay it back by continuing to be you. That's it. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wait, stickers, emoji stickers. Maybe. I wanted to see John Cap another gets sent to the raft and Zemo gives him a nod. Oh man. Look, I want to see John. I do want to see John Walker. I want to see more John Walker. And the thing is, because he's a great character. That's not saying that he's a good guy or like he's the best. That I want to be behind him and be like, yeah, that's my captain. And it's not that. It's like that's a good fucking character. Like what they did with it, like he was a good fucking character. And that was part of the point of this series as well. Not only bringing in Sam Wilson as Captain America, but also introducing John Walker and bringing that character in. And man, he's going to be fucking great, man. He's going to be great. Yeah, General Ross wasn't even there. Yeah. That's why you get my money, because you dig it. You're a good people. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Reefer. And again, Mike Porter, thank you for the $5 super chat. Greatly appreciate that. Oh, Parker's dropping some spam in the chat, you son of a. All right. If you try to fit into the world, you become a slave. That's why you ignore the world's crap and become independent. Absolutely. The raft break, prison break scene will come. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be good too. It's gonna be good too. Obi-Wan says, "I know you might feel that way, Trinity, and not for me to say, but you put out way more than you might know, and so we're just showing you flowers." I appreciate it, Obi-Wan. I do. I really do. Inspiring, like Captain Sam America. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Look at the flowers, Trin. Thank you. You love me. You really love me. I appreciate it. I really do. And I gotta say, like, look, seeing Sam Wilson in that, like, I did get a little choked up and I got a little emotional. Seeing Sam Wilson when he fucking flipped in, like when he threw that shield, bam, and he fucking flew into that building, bam, and he landed, he got the shield and shit, and I was like, fuck yeah, Sam Wilson, Captain America, baby, let's do it. I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was great seeing him do that, man. I thought it was great. I thought that was great. Why you preach more than Sam? Oh man. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man, what I missed there? You've given me friendship. All I have is the same in return. That and snark. Hey, I like snark. Snark works. Mainstream comic pros hate EBS because he makes way more money and doesn't have a boss. Yeah, I hear you. This reminds me of what Twitter is nowadays. Yeah, absolutely. In the span of like 6 months, I've gotten called most every possible name one can call someone. My beliefs, lack of diversity, check marks. Yeah. Oh man! And again, thank you so much, Reefer Man, for the 420. Greatly appreciate that. Going to enjoy that a little bit later, maybe with some of that, there. Now some of them, the moon rocks. According to YouTube, certain points of view are not allowed to look at on my account. Oh, okay. We were past racism in the 90s. Fake intellectuals and the propaganda machine brought it back. Yeah, absolutely. And see, and that's the thing, dude. Like you're saying there, one of the things, like, especially in the like, you know, I mostly grew up in the 90s. Like, I'm a metalhead. I love metal music, and to me, like metal music is like the most unracist music out there. I know there's people out there in the hardcore scene and all that kind of stuff, and you know, you talk about, you know, there was racism. I mean, we could get into some of that. Absolutely, it's always, yeah, but metal music to me is some of the most inclusive and most tolerant fucking music there is. Like, go listen to some fucking Pantera lyrics and tell me, like, goddamn, dude, like, that's just great. And then yet, here a handful of years ago, you got Rob Flynn and everybody coming out and bitching, calling Philip Anselmo a fucking racist and all that kind of shit because of something he said. He was drunk and said some stupid shit, and things like, bro, like, Phil Anselmo was fucking from the South, bro. He grew up in New Orleans and all that shit. Does he say, and has he said and done some stupid shit? Has he maybe said the N-word and all that? I'm sure he has. Has he said some shit that people are probably gonna misconstrue and call him a fucking racist? Absolutely. You know why? He's a fucking white dude that screams in a heavy metal band and he has a fucking bald head. What's he look like? Profile much? But the thing is, like, it's like, bro, like, and he's even had people who've come out and spoken for him, like, dude, like, Philip Anselmo's like one of the coolest motherfuckers I know. You know what I mean? But again, that's not to say that he can't say something racist or say something stupid or anything like that. Everybody's susceptible and liable to say something stupid, especially if they're drunk. Is Philip Anselmo a piece of shit? I don't think so. Because if you go through and listen to a lot of the lyrics, man, I'm telling you, man, like they had the shit figured out, and that was the whole thing. A lot of people came together under things like that, under metal music. I know a lot of people, you know, like bands I listen to, going to concerts and all that stuff. I mean, dude, there's no shortage. Go to a fucking Suicidal Tendencies concert and tell me you can go be a racist piece of shit up in there. Good fucking luck. You know what I'm saying? And that's just some of it. Like it's like the. That's just what I grew up with. You know what I mean? All that kinds of stuff. But yeah. Thought we were past it. But yeah, the sophists brought it back, man. The sophists brought it back. Okay, where are we at here? It just jumped on me again. It just jumped on me. An opinion? Whoa, that's too far. Oh man. Not all opinions are equally valid, but everyone has a right to their own opinion. Yeah, absolutely. And again, I appreciate hearing opinions. Even if we disagree, I completely appreciate hearing other people's opinions. I mean, like I said, I used to work in management and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm used to hearing, like, even like, again, you learn to read people and hear people. You've heard all the bullshit before, like seeing through and everything. I'm willing to hear everybody, like, and I understand, like, people out there have different points of view than I do because people have different backgrounds and all that stuff. I get that. I understand that. And I'm perfectly accepting of that. Just like I said, like looking at Falcon and Winter Soldier, like how Isaiah Bradley, his view on things, his stance on things, his stance didn't change in the show, but he gave a little bit, right? That's good. It's a good thing. Gray, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a very good evening. I hope all's going well with you. We got some. Oh, let's see. Jordan Dykstra, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a good evening. I thought the politician was going to completely destroy Sam's argument. I thought that would have been funny. Yeah. No. Well, and the thing is, like, the thing is, there's like the politician guy, like he was right. He was right just like Sam was. Because the politician's like, dude, it's not that easy. Like, it's not that easy. And the thing is, like, he's right. It's not that easy. Where Sam's still right, like, it kind of is that easy though, bro. But the thing is, it's not that easy because the politician guy knows that, like, I'm gonna have to go out there and pitch this. We're gonna have to get other people out there to come together and agree with this and see that it's the right thing. And you're not gonna do that. You know, you're not gonna do that. That's the impossible part of it. Like, we can have that utopian idea though. But and the thing is, like, you can't lose hope in it neither. You can't lose that hope that you can bring people around to your cause and what you're doing though. You can't lose hope in that. You know. Hey, I'm going to be on Boulder Doobies on Twitch on Sunday to talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier and the MCU in 2021. He knows I'm MCU stan, and we'll have fun. All right, check it out. Don't forget to be sharing that stuff. Make sure you share that in the Discord too. Make sure you share it in the Discord. I've been woke since my alarm went off this. Yeah, me too. Me too. Hey, don't worry. I'm woke too, bro. I'm woke too, bro. Oh man. Grace says, I like Ant-Man. I love Captain Marvel. Yeah, I thought, like I said, I love Ant-Man. And Captain Marvel, I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's terrible. I went to the theater and watched it like 4 times. You know? Like, hey, some of them were on discount Tuesday, guys. I know what you're thinking. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No, it's WandaVision is anyway. I need to make that a GIF. I need to make that a GIF to share on here. I need to make that a GIF to share on here, kind of like this one. Bermuda, baby. Yeah. I'll remember that one. I'll remember that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see here. You're the only one I won't pick on for it. For what? I must have missed something. I'm talking about corporation and politician level. I must have missed something in the conversation there. Those movies are great. Yeah, absolutely. Love the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Did not enjoy the Flag Smashers or Carly. Yeah. Again, yeah. And again, like the Flag Smashers, like, and Carly, like, a lot of people are kind of looking into all that kind of stuff. Like, Carly wasn't a good person at all. She's not redeemable. There's absolutely no reason in the show that Sam Wilson should have been carrying her down like she's some sort of a damn martyr. She was not a good person. There's nothing redeemable about her. She's like Yondu. Maybe not as bad. She didn't deal in children. But yeah. But yeah, I still enjoyed it though. But yeah, Flag Smashers, Carly, yeah, they weren't, you know, and they were supposed to be that though. They were just supposed to be your typical just one-dimensional. There was nothing to them. At one point, there might have been a point to them, but after they gutted this series, there was really nothing to them than just to be what they were. Just to be what they were. RC Scott says, Gary from Nerdrotic totally gaslit me over WandaVision. Oh, are you talking about that video that he just released like about a week ago? Like he missed the boat on making WandaVision videos and he made that video? Is that the video you're talking about? I watched that video. Is that the one? I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. Carly was lackluster. Yeah, she was. And the thing is, she could have been easily compelling. She could have been a very compelling character. Could have been. Totally love the show still. Yeah, I think like overall, I like the show. I enjoyed the show. I think just some of the stuff they did, just like they cheapened some of their own stuff that they did. Love John Walker as a character and totally want more. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, John Walker as the character is phenomenal. He's great. His character is like, and again, and the reason is because like he's a morally like. He's a fundamentally flawed, just good guy. Like he's not necessarily a good guy, but he has his human traits, his human characteristics, his flaws that make him not a great hero. Like not even a hero, and you can't even say an anti-hero yet, because like I think he's possibly on a path to be a hero, just not a good hero. Just again, somebody who just maybe does good things and isn't always questionable. Somebody who's questionable still, you know, like a Dark Avenger maybe. Star Wars MCU OG, thank you so much for being here. Invincible is the best show out right now. I think it's good. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'm like I said, I'm not as hype on it as everybody else is, but I think I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. There are at least 4 good reasons that Carly wasn't menacing. Yeah, absolutely. Wyatt Russell was great, dude. I'm telling you, dude, like Wyatt Russell on this series, dude, he got me. Like, I was sitting there watching like these last like 3 episodes for him, especially. I'm like, dude, like, I was especially that episode. Was it 3? Was that episode 3? Episode 4. I am Captain America. I'm like, dude. No, that was episode 5. I'm like, dude, bro, like that was good stuff. Dude, like totally started reminding me of his father, bro. Like I was loving it. I was loving it. Wyatt Russell killing it. If you would give me a bunch of these stickers at the southeast would never be the same. Oh man, I can see it. Mike Porter's gonna go around posting them everywhere. Yeah. When he threw the shield out the window, then flew down to catch it was dope. Yeah, that was cool too. I like that too. Yeah, definitely. Wasn't sure about Sam as Cap, but dang, he pulled it off, and that costume is dope. I agree 100%, Gray. Like I said, like what happened in the comic books, I wasn't totally into it. I got all the trades there and everything. I wasn't totally into it. Like the series overall isn't that great, but like there are things about it I like, elements about it I like. I'm not upset about Sam Wilson becoming Captain America, other than the fact that I think he should be his own character. He should be Falcon, and he should elevate himself and be elevated as Falcon, not as Captain America. But again, I also know that they're doing all of that for the show and for the series and how it's supposed to meant to do that, only for him to come back down and be Falcon and be elevated as Falcon after being Captain America, fully coming into his own. But yeah, he looks great in that suit. The only thing I don't really like about the suit was how they did the whole thing like they did in the comic books where it comes around his face. It looks a little bit silly. But other than that, he looks legit. He looks great in that suit. He looks great. I like it. It looks great. And I wish I would have bought that Diamond Select toy of the Sam Wilson Captain America they had at my LCS, because I probably won't be able to get that thing now. I thought it was pretty badass though. I am now a Bucky fan. This show built them up great. Okay, yeah. See, and I've always been a Bucky fan. You know what? And that's one of the things I was talking to Mike Porter about. You know, he was asking about like the character development. I feel like, and I was saying in my review, Sam Wilson, I was thinking, like, I really thought they did a lot of character development here with him and elevating him into that role. And I started thinking about it. I'm kind of back and forth because I'm like, they really didn't, though. All they did was make him not a side character. I didn't see him as a sidekick. They made him not a side character. They just elevated him to a main character, more so than everything. I'm not sure that he actually had, like, I'm not sure that his character development actually, I really don't believe that he actually had any character development. Only the fact that he went from Falcon to Captain America, the mantle change. I don't really see that he had much of an actual character arc. He just he only had a little bit of reality slap him in the face, things that he already knew. He just needed people to slap him in the face to realize more than anything. Because that's where I was kind of like, I don't feel like they did that. And I was starting to think about Bucky, and I almost feel like he didn't have a story arc, essentially. Because one of my favorite lines in the MCU is in Falcon, or is in Captain America Civil War, when Steve and Bucky were leaving to go to Siberia, and Steve says to him, look, Bucky, those things you did all those years, it wasn't you. You know, he was brainwashed by Hydra. And he sits there and he says, I know, but I did it. Because he had all the realization and everything there of all those things that he did. He felt remorse for them. He didn't like the fact that he did them. All of those things, he already felt bad. He knew that he was controlled, but he took responsibility for them already. And then in this series, they're making him go to a therapist, and he's got to take responsibility for them all again and go make amends with these people. I actually feel like it kind of took his character back a little bit, and only explored the fact. I think it took it back because it only explored the fact that he was remorseful and was trying to make amends for those things and felt that remorse. I feel it took it back because he already felt the responsibility and the weight of those deaths and the things that he had done in Civil War. And by the time we get there, I really feel like at that point it's like that's where I am on the character development part. Like they only explored that where he was already there in the first place. Like he was already past it. He was already like there in Civil War, you know? And that's really the whole thing, because like even like I feel like it was a step back, you know, like they only really explored that, which I'm not going to complain about, because I really think that's kind of what these shows are meant to do anyway, was kind of explore and expand these characters more so and introduce new ones more so than to give us the big overarching story that we're supposed to be getting in the MCU. So I and that's why, like I was telling Mike earlier, I'm kind of going back and forth on that right now. Pantera is good live. I've seen the Pantera live 3 times. Oh, son of a yeah, Pantera is great live. I've seen him once. And this son of a seen him 3 times. All right. Calista says, I have 1 more week to decide if I want a refund of my Rage Against the Machine tickets or want another year to see them after waiting 18 months. I don't know what to... You know what? I almost feel like if you hold on to them, like they might actually refund them if the concert don't end up going down. But the thing is, if it's like through Ticketmaster or whatnot, they very rarely ever refund tickets. And it almost makes you feel like you want to take them up on that, because you're like, maybe I can get tickets later. Yeah, that is pretty hard. That's a hard decision. I would probably keep them, considering I've already spent the money. Only for that reason, because I've already spent the money. Only for that reason, because I've already spent it. But if it was like something like they're just got the money on hold or whatnot, and they're going to charge me later still, then I'd probably be like, okay, we'll just forget about it. But if they've already got the money, I'd probably, because you're saying refund, so they've got the money already. I might they've already got it, so I might just wait. I'd probably wait. I need to refund my Megadeth The Lamb of God tickets. Oh man, I saw Rancid live. Nice. Misfits. Yeah. Black Flag. Yeah, Black Flag. That'd be a cool show to see. Black Flag. Have a badass autograph poster of Megadeth. Nice. Get deleted too. Yeah. All right. Have a 5-finger death punch guitar pick that I got given to me by the guitarist. Nice. I don't think I've ever really listened to 5-finger death punch. I don't think I've ever really heard him. When we're wrapping up, I got to get to sleep. Probably here soon. Probably here in a few minutes. I'm getting pretty tired myself. I've seen a butt ton of punk rock back in the day. Nice. Hell yeah. Probably back when it was, well, I was gonna say probably not back when it was great. I mean, that would have obviously been before, because punk rock was dead before it was even born, but that's if we're getting technical. But yeah, back in the 90s and shit was probably the time to see it. Definitely. Almost 3 years ago, I met Philip Anselmo in the men's room, and surprisingly enough, it didn't end with me blowing him. He was a really cool dude. Oh, man. Oh, RC Scott, that's terrible to say, but you know what? I feel the same way. I'd probably feel the same way if I actually met Philip Anselmo too. But I actually feel the same way about when we met Mike Patton as well. I think when we met and bumped into Mike Patton, he was there with Danny DeVito. I think that was probably like the only time in my life where like I was starstruck, but I also wasn't either. I was just kind of lost in the moment. You know what I mean? Like, oh, because I've met a lot of people. I met a lot of like the singers and stars and all that shit. I've met a lot of people, but like that was one of those times like, oh my God, like this is like, because it's like one of those kind of once in a lifetime opportunities, man. Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy. Yeah. Senator was a busy man. He declared the new captain in episode 1. He was on the council, and he pardoned Sharon, and whenever they needed a politician. Yeah, he was a busy man. Absolutely. I was glad Zemo killed them mofos. Yeah. I felt more for Yondu than Carly. On paper, Yondu a trash can. Yeah. Like seriously, that's what I was saying in my review that I did on the show. Like Like Yondu is a piece of shit. He was literally a human trafficker, not only a human trafficker, but a child trafficker. I actually had somebody come on in one of the streams I did. I can't remember if it was a stream or in one of the videos. Like, oh well, like he didn't know. Like he didn't know what he was doing, and he stopped as soon as he realized what Ego was doing. Oh my god, like, bro. You're making excuses for somebody who knew he was going to planets, stealing kids from a parent. He didn't know? He didn't know that he was kidnapping children? Like, why did he have to sneak around? I mean, if he didn't know he was doing bad, he could have just walked into everybody's house and just picked up the kids, and without shooting, without anything going on, without having to hold somebody at gunpoint or anything like that. He could have just walked in and just grabbed them and walked off and be like, okay, we'll see you later. It's going to be with the daddy. You're like, no, like you seriously, like, I wanted to fucking flip out, but like, you seriously going to defend that, bro? Like, you're seriously going to defend Yondu? Like, oh, he didn't know what he was doing, and as soon as he did, he didn't realize he stopped. Like, but really? I need that gift, that gift for that meme of that. Was it the black guy with the question mark? I need that because like really, bro. Like Yondu went and stole all these children, and he didn't know. He was like, I don't know where these kids came from. They fell into my lap, and I just took them to Ego. Like, Ego tasked him to go out and get the kids, right? Now, I don't care who you are. I don't, even in the bullshit system, the way things are in real life, you can't just go like march into one of the parents' homes and take the fucking. I don't care if you're the mother or father. Just walk in there and take them out and just leave. You can't take like it's like they have a term for that. It's called kidnapping. You don't have permission to take it's called kidnapping. And when you like completely keep doing it over and over and over and over again, like with children, and like, okay, like they're humans, they're children. And when you keep doing it, they've got words for that. It's called human trafficking. And in this case, it's child trafficking. And you're coming into this chat trying to tell me like Yondu was okay and he stopped as soon as he found out what was going on? Like he was unaware that he was stealing children? Like I don't know. Maybe it's let me know down in the comments below before we end this stream if is it just me? Am I wrong here? I don't know. Anyway. I don't know. Anyway, oh man, they did a lot during this pandy, so I give a bit of credit there. Yeah, absolutely, Gray. I agree. Imagine being the center of every decision he makes. Oh man, what? Imagine being the center of every decision he makes, comes back and bites him in the ass eventually. Yeah, absolutely. Same could easily take Carlo Mano without the suit. I don't know. She had the super soldier serum. He didn't. Okay, yeah. They toned down Peacemaker. I remember Peacemaker. Good villains are always better and more compelling than a hero. Yeah, absolutely. He's an anti-villain. There you go. You saw Captain Marvel 4 times. I'm glad I put a picture of content info on my phone. Yeah, dig John Walker on the show. Yeah, absolutely. I don't see Wyatt Russell. I see his dad, Jack Burton. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Like, especially in that. Yeah. They could have filmed in Florida and not have to worry about the crappy pointless force restrictions. That's funny. It's like, and the thing is, like, see, and that's the thing. Like, you know what? I'm gonna give you some pushback right there. They could have filmed in Florida and not have to worry about the crappy, pointless forced restrictions. I'll tell you, I'll tell you one thing right there, Infamous Iron Man, you're wrong there. You're absolutely fucking wrong there, right? Because I'll show you the proof. And I'm not saying that it's not bullshit or anything like that, but look, where I live at here in Southern California, marijuana is legal, right? Marijuana is legal for recreational use, for medicinal use, and things like that. That don't mean that I can go at an employer where I work at who drug tests and get injured or anything, and they send me out for a drug test or a random drug test or anything like that, and be like, hey, like, it's legal, it's all good. No, they still have policies regarding drug use, right? And these companies, these filming companies and shit, these studios have, no matter what the restrictions are in the state where they're filming or anything like that, no matter what they are, those restrictions, the studios and those companies are going to mask up. They're going to follow all the guidelines that they can while they are on set, no matter what the state's guidelines are on that. That's what they're going to do because of everything else out there. They don't want that. So it doesn't matter what the state regulate. It wouldn't matter if they filmed in Florida. It wouldn't matter if they went to who was it that out Freedom to America? Yeah, them. Like they could have went there. They would have still had the people wearing the masks and doing all that because that's what they're requiring of their people to keep people safe. And I know you can argue about that bullshit in the comments with me all you want, but you're wrong here in this case only because they want to make sure their people are safe by keeping them masked up, keeping them social distance, doing all the things they can to hopefully not spread the virus. So you're wrong there. You're absolutely wrong there. Saw Captain Marvel 5 times in theaters and many cents. Yeah, absolutely. His mom is Goldie Hawn. Yeah. His mom's Goldie Hawn. Yeah. Yep. Tired and cannot text. I hear you. Yeah, his mom's Goldie Hawn. That would make his sister. Yeah. I like her too. Was it Kate? Was it Hudson? Yeah, she's cute. She's cute. She's not as beautiful as her mother was, but damn, she's beautiful. Voice text, yeah. Cannot text in live streams. It's aggravating. I understand. Yeah, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I cannot understand how Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell didn't put braces on that kid. I mean, they were like mega stars. You know what? It's interesting. You know, the one thing, I mean, I think Goldie's the one, if anything, who got more work done. Obviously, Kurt's had some done, but like, I see them. To me, they're very. I won't even say they're working class, but they're kind of more down to earth, kind of working class. You know what I mean? And that's why I would say that, because I mean, I also kind of look at like Will Ferrell. One of the things a lot of people do when they go to Hollywood is get their teeth fixed. Will Ferrell, look how jacked up and kind of gnarly his teeth are. But I kind of dig, like, I kind of dig people's gnarly teeth too. Like, as long as they're not too gnarly. Yeah. Are you teeth shaming? Even with bringing his character a step back, I enjoyed the scene of him with the old Asian man wishing it would have been longer. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I would never had crazy teeth, and my kids do, so no shaming here. Yeah, right. I hear you. I need to refund my Tiny Tim tickets. I'll get my Oh my god, dude. Tiny Tim been. Oh man. Don't make me tell Kurt Russell he'll be at your door wearing his Wyatt Earp mustache. Yeah, I'll be here, Huckleberry. Love it. But it seems like I read somewhere that Wyatt Russell got death threats for his role. I was surprised to see that from Marvel fans. Yeah, I heard that too, and that's ridiculous. Like, he's getting death threats for being a great actor, right? For being a great actor. Like, we hate you, we want you to die because you're a great actor. Yeah, I got 2 guns, one for each of you. Yeah, I love it. That's one of my favorite scenes too. I bet you're seeing 2 of me right now. Yeah. Absolutely. People get mad at respect of dust isn't the right spot of orientation. Kurt Russell's secretary made Tombstone. What? Kurt Russell's secretary made Tombstone. What do you mean? What? I must have missed something there. So you see, Carly was a so as you can see, Carly was a great character. No, no, no. Drink some coffee, great. We can talk on the phone all night. There you go. What have I learned today? The definition of kidnapping. Oh man, I wish I was rich. I'd pay Michael Rooker to dress as Yondu and crash Trinity's stream one day. Oh man, that'd be great. You know what? And the funny thing is, like if you actually, you probably wouldn't actually even have to pay him. Like if you could actually just get his attention. Like I met Michael Rooker. I met him at the I met Michael Rooker at Renaissance Fair a handful of years ago, and he was really cool as hell. He was cool as hell. Cause I went up to him. I was like, I seen him, like there wasn't a whole lot of people crowding around him. I was like, I seen him. I was like, holy shit, it's fucking Michael Rooker, bro. I went up. I was like, and I seen him, and I was like, hey man, you know, try not to make a big scene. You know, I was like, I went up to him. I was like, hey man, I really love your work, man. Just keep it up. Just like really enjoy your stuff. You know, just kind of tell him hi. You know, and he's like, hey man, thanks a lot. He reached out. You know, kind of pulled me in, gave me a handshake. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Like. He was really cool. And that's the thing is he's like one of those kind of down to earth dudes too. He'd probably do that for free. He'd probably do that for free. He'd probably do that for free too. Like I said, he was walking around. There wasn't security around him or nothing. He was just chilling. Just like I met Thomas Lennon. I met Thomas Lennon at the Renaissance Fair too, which he was cool as hell. Like I seen Thomas, you know Thomas Lennon from Reno 911. I actually seen him at the Renaissance Fair. And I was walking, and I seen him, and I was like, oh, Thomas, I was like, and I wasn't being loud, but he was kind of a ways away. I was like, dude, it's so great to see you here, man. Big fan of your work. And he walked up to me. He walked up to me, reached out his hand, and grabbed my hand and pulled me in. It was like, hey, man, thanks a lot. Great to see you here. I'm like, dude, like, that's just great when you meet people like that, man. Paul Stanley was there the last time we went. Angelina Jolie has been there several times that we've won as well. But yeah. But yeah, he'd probably do that for free, RC Scott. Fall asleep. Go to sleep, Iron Man. I think Sharon secretly took the super soldier serum. You think so? That'd be interesting. Yeah. I thought yeah. I thought they were. Oh, it's still illegal federally, so Hobbs don't allow it. Jobs don't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But I was gonna say, even if it wasn't illegal federally, like the employers would still feel the same way. They'd still like, well, we don't want you to be here on the influence of drugs. We don't want our people on drugs. They would still have that. Again, I'm not saying that it's not bullshit, but they would still have that. They would still have that. He had parental permissions. Yeah. Oh, just God, that could be a what if episode. Oh man, Yondu meets Chris Hansen. Oh my God. Secretly not say. Oh, okay. Secretly not secret. Okay. I see what you're saying. Secret. Okay. Oh, you even I read it wrong. Like you're talking about typos. I read it wrong. Not yeah. Secretary. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, I love Ren Fair. I have a whole getup. Yeah, me too. I got my whole getup. My wife has hers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, love Ren Fair. And I was talking to since we haven't had Ren Fairs, I was talking to another guy, Romeo, that comes here on the channel. You see him? His name is Georts in the chat. Because he came on one of the live streams, like, you know what we need to do? I need to come up with a background, and we need to do one of those things where we just do a live stream and maybe we shoot a video where it's all kind of community like that and just kind of be nerds and just nerd out, like get green screens and we'll come up with a background and all that stuff. I just think it would be something cool since we can't really, I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, then he gave you you stupid Iron Man. He gave you the Rona. You're crazy. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here today. Again, thank you to everybody. Patricia, thank you so much. You're so, Patricia, you're fucking awesome. I appreciate you, really. Far too generous. I do greatly thank and appreciate you for all of your generous donations. Mike Porter, again, another great supporter. RC Scott, Reefer Man Reviews. Tyler the Kid, who sent one in yesterday that I didn't see, or 2 days ago. Oh, okay. It's because, yeah. East Coast, West Coast. again, thank you. I greatly appreciate all you guys' generosity. All of you guys, like, again, it's one of those things, you know, like kind of slowly building a community, but like the people who are here, I appreciate you guys because, like, I know most of you, if you're here, are kind of getting to know me and know that, like, I might have some views and have some opinions that you might not agree with, and you might have some that I don't share and that we may not agree on, and I don't hold that against you. I'm very human. I know I'm a flawed human being, just like I'm sure everybody else out there is. Nobody's perfect, and I'm willing and accepting of all of you, even with your opinions, your flaws, anything that we may not agree or see eye to eye on. And I greatly appreciate every single one of you, all the people who tune into all these live streams and sit here and listen to me flap my gums about a bunch of nonsense. But I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. You all have a very good rest of your night. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all in the next video or live stream. Later.